keep asking a simple question. There are no jobs in the Niger Delta. There you talk about illegal refineries. Anyway, that's another issue that you will discuss. Government goes to destroy those refineries without an economic alternative for the youths, and you're looking for an avenger. Who is actually destroying the environment? Have you seen the way the military destroys those refineries? As I speak to you, even the AGO you are using here, go and do a forensic exam. You'll be surprised that it's coming from the Niger Delta forest, including the villa. I have said it severally. Do a forensic exam in those tank farms, and you'll be amazed. They will go and buy 35 naira per liter because it is a product that put in machinery. They would come and sell 140. Collect what do they call it? Subsidy on top. You are looking for avenger. You cut Niger Delta amnesty program budget from 64 billion to 20 billion. So you have not paid stipends. A lot of young people who used to make so much money illegally and adjusted themselves to 65,000. You have cut it. You are not paying them. You are looking for avenger. You cut Niger Delta ministry budget from 250 billion to 41 billion. You are looking for avenger. You cut Niger Delta ministry budget from 58 to 19 billion. Not even enough to complete the East-West Road. And you are looking for avenger. And let me tell you, 90% of your budget will come from the region. And then, in your budget, you don't have 5% of it dedicated to create economic engagement for young people in the year 2016. Let's bring up this. See, people listen. Are you in touch with the Avengers? No, I'm not. I'm not in touch with the Avengers. Look, I keep... People accuse me that, this is Avengers. But what are the issues? Why are we always talking about Avengers? Why are we not talking about the issues? This underdevelopment in our environment that have been the basis for which the agitation has gotten to this point started with Isaac Boro. What happened? Isaac Boro left university as SUG president in Osuka. People think that Isaac Boro was a street boy. He served this country. He left the university to ask questions. Why are you not doing this? He was killed in the process. Kesarawiwa was killed because of the same issues. Winnings Commission talked about the same issues. The Young Youth Council was formed in 1998 to address the same issues in a non-violent way. Mbend came out and said, this on Kulu Temple will not listen to her, and started their own. They were raising the same issues. Now an avenger has come and raised the same issues. Is it not common sense in this country that we should address those issues and see whether we can now use that to sift the criminals from the people? Because it destroys the avengers. After a while, just as the amnesty came and appeased 30,000 people, what is the ratio of 30,000 compared to the generality of our people that are suffering in Nigeria? And then laid out certain approach that we thought that if implemented or followed, the government will find its feet. We in fact said that the National Confab report should be like a kick-off point. The South-South and the South-East people did not vote for the administration. But once you become president, you become president of the entire country, irrespective of who voted for you or not. When President Goodluck Jonathan was elected, there were people who didn't vote for him. But when he came into governance with an open heart, carrying everybody along. But what happened was that immediately the administration started, they just built a brick wall. And what I mean by brick wall is that a peace process started by Obasanjo when he started the coastal meetings. I visited the villa for the first time then. The issues were rising in the Niger Delta. Obasanjo decided to take the bull by the horn. And then he caused these coastal meetings that were every quarterly. What was happening in that meeting was that you see governors seated, you see stakeholders seated, you see youth seated. And we are accusing our governors to say you have not done this. You see Obasanjo saying, in the next 3 months, Governor Ibori, we expect you to do X, Y, Z. NDDC, you must do this. So in the next 3 months when we were attending those meetings, you could see that these governors and NDDC, they sat up. What I'm trying to say is that you could see the approach of leadership. When the crisis got to a point, Yar'Adua's time, he stood up from sick bed to address the issues himself. And eventually there was an amnesty proclaimed, which was proclaimed in order to allow for peace in Niger Delta, for other things to follow. The amnesty itself wasn't a stopgap machinery to address the issues in the Niger Delta. It was just to say, let us allow for peace, so that machines can move in. But unfortunately, we did not see the other part. Now we got to Goodluck's time. He also did his bit to manage the security in the region. But when this administration came, the first thing they did was to build a brick wall. You cancelled a university that was as a result of the peace process. Goodluck established 12 universities in Nigeria, the only one in Niger Delta. You say you suspect fraud. Come on. And you're looking for avenger. We should then scrap the civil service. We should scrap NNPC because we believe that there is fraud in NNPC. You begin to pursue certain individuals who were in government at that time, who were loyal to the last party. The IYC wrote open letters to the president to say, look, this university and these actions that you are taking could lead us to the point where we will lose control. Because we know the way our people operate. Before you know it, some people, just as we have seen now, they don't care about anybody and they have taken laws into their hands. But we did everything possible to reach the administration. I wrote letters to the president, both open letters and private letters. We wrote for audience, just to be able to express ourselves. And so we have looked for all means to reach out. They are refusing. And you are looking for avenger.